Hello and welcome to my first ever Nintendo DS tutorial, I believe. Today I will be showing you how to mod your 2DS in old gen 3DS and a 3DS XL. So the first thing you will need to do is go to this website, and then on your DS, go to the system settings. And it should say right here your version number. You need to copy that and go to your desktop and then type that in. So what version? 11, 15, 0, 47, U. U is in like US. And then you will need to go here, select what type of computer you're going to be on, and then I will just be following the tutorial off of here because I know some people don't like just following them off of a website, and I'm just doing a guided tutorial on a video since most people like this. So on your computer, you will need to install the version of MSet 9 and Python, which I will do right now. Python. Just the latest version of it. And some of this video will be cut out, so you guys aren't waiting for like installations and stuff. So that's how this is gonna be most of the time. And now that Python is installed, okay. Now, this is where you're gonna need to insert your SD card in your computer, which I will do that now. Also, again, very sorry if this video is like absolutely terrible, as I'm not good at making tutorial videos, and that's really it. So you will need to power off your DS, take your SD card out, and then I just have one of these adapters from Samsung that you can just put it in like this. So everything from the MSet 9 folder is going to get put into here. And since I don't have this extracted, it's going to be zipped, so just extract it into the folder where your DS is going to be, and you can delete that. And so that now that we have the MSet 9 folder in the 2DS folder, which I have my name is 2DS. Now we will do this. And then we will enter the MSet 9. Then we will create the MSet 9 thing. And you should make a backup of this when you are done with it. Now we will reinsert our SD card into the console, which I'm doing right now. Okay, now that this is in, we will open Mi Maker. And then we will go back to the home button. We will click the home and exit Mi Maker. Then we will head to system settings, go to data management, Nintendo 3DS, software, and then reset the data. And now we will then power off our DS. And reinsert our SD card back into the computer. Okay, now that we have inserted, we will run the M9 script again. Or MSet9 script. We will do the same thing as last time. And we will click 2 to see if the MSet9 script is actually in there. Which, for me, it is. And if it is, then we will go back to our DS and insert the SD card back in again. Now we will trigger the, whatever it's called. The Safe B9S launcher, which is also on the website. We will go to Data Management, Nintendo 3DS, and Extra Data. And now with the console still on and us not pressing any buttons, remove the SD card. And then insert our SD card back into the computer. And you want to see Me Maker and its data on the screen, and if it is, then you take your SD card back out. Then we will go back to the computer, back into the MSet9 windows. Now we will do the same thing as last time. And we will click 3 for inject trigger file. And once it is injected, we will now we will put our SD card back into our console. Still without pressing any buttons. You should be booted into the installation installer for MSet9. Now you should see this. Just proceed with the button combo here, and now it is going to do the whatever the hell it's doing. I don't know. And then just click A when it's done. And now Luma 3DS has been installed. Leave all these options on default. Don't really click anything, and then we will click start. And save and exit. And now we should be back into the DS installer and home menu. Then we will power our console off. And now that we have MSet9 fully installed, we will uninstall it to prevent any issues with the homebrew. So yet again, put your SD card back into your computer. And go back into the folder where your DS is, open MSet Windows 9, and now we click 4 to remove the file. And once it is removed, we will click 5. Now it is removed. Now your console is fully modded. Your console should boot into Luma 3DS by default. And this part is the finalizing setup, which will let you install FBI, Homebrew Launcher, custom themes, Checkpoint to save your game files. This, I have no idea what that is. This was not here when I first modded mine. Universal Updater to get games and other stuff for Homebrew, and God Mode 9. And then we will install these two. We will install these two files and copy these into the root of our SD card. The right side is the SD card, and the left side is the downloads. So we will put this into our SD card, and then the X-Finalize helper firm we will put into the payloads folder. But first we have to open the Luma folder and create a folder named payloads inside, if it does not exist already. Which I do not know for mine, because I have not checked yet which mine is made. And if it isn't, just make one called payloads. And we will copy the finalize helper firm into the payloads folder. Which I will do right now. And once it is in the payloads folder, and now we can get rid of these other folders on here. So the only really files we need is Luma, the 3DS, boot 3DSX, boot firm, and finalize. So besides all of these, I will get rid of all of these other ones that we do not need. Now we will put our SD card back into our 3DS. Sorry, my camera will not focus on the DS for some reason. Normally does a lot quicker. Oh. This is not working at all. Okay, I'll just continue it like this. And in the second section, we will just update our console to the latest firmware update, to the latest software version. Which is safe to do with the custom firmware installed currently. Just go through this, click accept. And it does tell you to plug in your AC adapter for this update, but it is not required. Now, for some of your guys' consoles, you may not need to update it, but for mine, I do, because I have not used this in a long time. So I will get back to you guys when this is done. Now that our system is updated, we will restart the console. Now that our console is updated, we will click the left shoulder D-pad down and select at the same time to open the Rosalina menu to sync our 3DS's internal clock with the actual time, which is necessary for some homebrew software to work properly. So now we will go down to miscellaneous options and dump DSP firmware. And when it is written to the card, we will click B to continue, and then select user nullify option offset. Click B, and then click B again. And we will need to power off our console. And then hold X. Now we'll need to hold X to power on our console to open the finalizing setup helper, which apparently is Godbo 9. And you can use the brightness you can use your volume to turn the brightness up more. And now you can access Godbo 9 from holding start while powering on your console. I'll click home and scripts and finalize. All this is doing is just installing like FBI and other apps that are necessary to the homebrew. And when this is done, we will insert our SD card back into the computer, copy the GM9 backup to a safe place, and the only reason why we're doing this is because this folder contains critical backup files to our DS. Oh, and this is apparently going to take 4 minutes, so I will be back with you guys shortly. And now when the setup is complete, you should see this on your 3DS screen, and you can just click A to continue. And you are almost done now. All you need to do is take your SD card out, and then put it back into your computer. And then when it is back into the computer, copy the Godbo 9 backups folder and just put it in a safe spot in your computer anywhere. This is just in case your console gets bricked and you need to back it up so, I don't know, the console doesn't kill itself, I guess. And that is it. You are now done with modding your 3DS. Now I'm just gonna show you what comes with it, because I don't know if this stuff is already like preloaded on the home screen, since last time I did this was in 3 years ago, I think, in 2022. So I will turn my DS on and show you guys. Hopefully this camera auto focuses onto it now. And it is not autofocusing. Oh, now it is. So now when you boot up your DS, you should see the homebrew launcher and this app. I have no clue what that app is because I have not used that. And now you should see like Checkpoint and Unknown and Universal Updater and the homebrew launcher and FBI. And now after this, you are done. I might make a games tutorial on how to install games and ROMs, but I'm not fully sure yet. Comment, like, and subscribe, and see you later.